Hey, Vsauce. Michael here. Do you want to see the most illegal thing I own? It's a penny. Ooh, they're never gonna meet. Take that, lines. Permanent loneliness. You never know what's gonna happen. You now get to pick a card. What's the best way to do this? How about this? Tell me when to stop. Okay, you have to say stop, all right? You ready? Whenever you want, just say stop. And as always, thanks for watching again.
It's like, hey, honey, do you want to make a little baby? And I'm like,
Yeah, you gotta say it first.
I gotta go
I didn't say it? Nope.
get interrogated and
What
pumped
did I
full
say? I
of
wasn't listening. But
bedazzling.
Servicing mission. You didn't say
Dang nabbit.
Well,
Wouldn't
we've
you
got
know
a
it?
couple of
I've
terms
run out
that
of
they
gas.
use all the time on
Cute little
home
fella, isn't he?
improvement Would be best description
So how did
of what
that
we've
make
done
you feel?
to the Hubble Space
Get
Telescope.
procreating.
And what we've accomplished is that
Please.
we've wired it, and we've added
Oh,
Okay, how about this one? Two penguins
Hello,
are driving
I'm
in
John
a car.
Grunsfeld,
The driver
NASA
says,
astronaut.
hey, could you change the
Ahmed
radio
Rizak,
station?
EVA
And everyone says,
engineer for the
no
Hubble
radio,
Space Telescope
four
project
wheels.
at Goddard.
Hubble is an amazing observatory orbiting the Earth
get a
that is
haircut.
allowing us to
I
unravel the
decided to
mysteries of the
learn
universe.
how to make someone
But in
confess to a
1998,
crime they didn't commit.
Hubble lost its gyroscopes.
And if ballet's not your style,
Stop
maybe
doing
butt
science.
dancing is.
At the time, I was training for the third Hubble servicing mission, but because all of the gyroscopes had failed, it was a Hubble
The word
emergency.
Pulp.
And so NASA
is
decided to split our
not
mission in
a
two,
palindrome.
so that we had
Or is
servicing mission 3A,
No.
and sometime later there would be mission 3B.
Today's episode of Dawn
and on
is one
3A,
you
our
fried
primary
dough
job
convection
was to replace
wanna miss.
all of the gyros
Am I
on the Hubble
dateable?
Space Telescope. Now,
I am in
this is
control.
what's called a rate sensor unit. This is a mock-up. And inside
sworn
are two
Oh, there it
tiny
is.
gyros. So each
It's my
rate sensor
right
unit held
hand.
two gyros. So we went up there to replace this. And just like all the other items on Hubble, it has bolts that are a standard
as always,
size. And the doors open
four
and
of
close on
diamonds.
Hubble so that we could open the doors and go inside, take out the old ones,
One,
put
two,
in the new
three,
ones,
4,
and it's
5,
really
6,
easy, right?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
No,
12,
it
13,
isn't
14,
easy.
15,
There's a
16,
lot that
17,
has to be
18,
done,
19,
and it's gotta be
20,
done in a
21,
very
22,
tight
23,
spot.
24,
The
25.
astronauts
See, I
have
can't
to
count.
enter a
Have fun
part
with
of
your
the
poo-poo.
aft shroud where
I
the
will.
fixed head star trackers are. These are very,
There's
very
a 0%
sensitive,
chance of rain,
instruments that
but a
help find a
100%
target
chance of
for
brain.
the telescope to look at. In addition, there's a lot going on to hook up and remove one of these RSUs. We've got cables to disconnect.
Everyone
and
is
the
scared
three,
of something.
bolts that John pointed out. So it's a
Yep.
tough spot.
This was one of the hardest things I did on the Hubble Space Telescope. And I can tell you it was a very dark and scary place in there. Not because space is dark and scary, but because we were told
How
if
did
we
it feel
bonked
to
into the
smash
star
Aaron?
trackers or we hit the side of the telescope,
It didn't
we
feel
could break the
good.
Hubble. And rule number one was don't break the Hubble.
telescope.
That's what I call.
And the astronaut had to enter on your back and be.
The
Let's
square
see,
donut
Steve held you
challenge.
by your feet, didn't he?
We must understand how
I
fears
inserted Steve,
are
That's right.
born.
who's 6'2", into the telescope.
You will need one
And-
compass.
Well, those long arms came
Sorry,
in
this is a
handy.
family show.
He's
A
got to
compass.
reach up
That's right. The
over
next
his
time
head
you are pulled
in
over
between
for
the fixed head
speeding
star
by the
trackers
police,
to
remind the
access
officer
the
that while,
cable
yeah, sure, maybe
disconnects
your
and
vehicle
to
was traveling
get a
faster than the
socket
law allows,
on these
at
bulkheads.
every
So it was tough.
moment during
But
your
we were
journey,
successful
the
on that
point
mission.
of
We
your
also
tires that was in
put in a
contact
newfound
with the
guidance
road was not
sensor.
speeding
We
at all.
changed
In
out
fact,
one of
it
the
was completely
transmitters.
motionless.
We put in a solid state
If you
recorder.
bring that up, you are
Upgraded
sure
the
to
computer.
still be
Yep.
fine.
And
But
we also
it will
put
be
some new
much
insulation
more
on the outside of
annoying.
the telescope to keep Hubble cool.
But I particularly
cool.
enjoy the
was
way
very
he
cool.
exposes
Now, one of the things I learned
greatest
on that
powers
mission,
of the chicken.
from you
What up,
and from
ding
doing
dongers?
the,
My name
the
is Michael,
rate
and
sensor
today
unit
we will be
swap
listing off
is that it
the 8
is really
breeds of
hard
cats
task
that
to be
need
inserted up
to be
in there.
able to learn to